is Duncan Berry. I'm the chair of the board. This is being held in person, and we have one board member online. For anybody who's watching, if you have business before the board, hustle down because this is probably going to be a brief meeting. According to Mass General Law, anyone who intends to record the meeting first must notify the chair, who will then inform the other attendees. Does anybody intend to record this evening? Seeing no action here. I would ordinarily ask you all to rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, but we have no flag in this room this evening, so we will forego that. Our public hearings portion of the evening, case PB 2024-11 has been continued, correct?
Yes.
I think we have to vote to continue.
Right, we have to vote to continue it. So,
and if we can select a date.
Right.
But I also wanted to find out if there'd be a quorum of 5 members for June 25th. Ann Tucker will be out of the country, so she will not be in attendance.
okay.
So I just wanted to confirm with at least 4, and then I'll follow up with
Alan.
Yes.
Well, I'll be here. I'll raise my hand.
I believe I am. I can confirm tomorrow, though.
Okay.
Harry, will you be available on the 25th of this month?
But I should be okay.
My schedule is fluid, but I will do my best.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can work with that.
Great.
So I'd like to entertain a motion to continue case PB 2024-11 to the 25th of June, no earlier than 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote. Emily Broody,
Emily Broody, aye.
Mary Maslowski,
Mary Maslowski, hi.
Harry Munns,
Affirmative.
Duncan Berry, affirmative. Motion carries unanimously. We now move to the public meeting portion of the agenda this evening, which is case number PB 2024-16. Michael Lack, Executive Director of the Harwich Conservation Trust, pardon me if I'm mispronouncing, seeks an endorsement of an A&R plan entitled Harwich Conservation Trust Approval Not Required Plan of Land by Tighe and Bond, Todd Chapman, PLS numbers 46322, dated 26th of April 2024, for the property at 229 and 0 Church Street. Assessors map 98, parcel E2 and parcel F1-2 in the residential rural RR zoning district. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for attending this evening.
Yes, thank you.
And tolerating our straitened, constrained spatial circumstances.
We're good. We're not a full board tonight.
Yeah, so it works out okay.
Well, thank you for having us on your schedule. I'm Michael Locke, Executive Director of the Harwich Conservation Trust. Also representing the Harwich Conservation Trust Board of Trustees is President Tom Evans and Todd Chapman, Senior Project Manager with Tighe and Bond.
Good evening.
Will give the presentation on the A&R plan
Great.
proposal that you described.
Thank you.
Okay, what we have before us is an approval not required plan. The owner of the property, Judy Miller, would like to cut off a parcel at the rear and convey it to Harwich Conservation Trust to continue to preserve open space in the community.
Right.
The property and Harwich Conservation Trust owns a number of properties around this one that have frontage on either Kendrick Road or Lady Slipper Lane, which is unconstructed. This plan is considered a one-lot plan. It should be entitled to approval A&R endorsement based on the fact that it's not a buildable lot fully disclosed on the plan. If anybody has any questions, I am more than happy to answer them and explain anything.
Why don't we hear from Ms. Flynn, because I think there were some new ones we discussed earlier.
Yes, Mr. Chair, in your packets is the review from our consulting engineer, Steve Rhodes from BHB. And as Mr. Chapman has indicated, there is a section of Mass General Law that does, I believe it's 81T, that does allow the A&R to proceed. Where on the plan, it's indicated that the lot will not be buildable. And so I would agree with our engineering consultant, Mr. Rhodes, that to endorse the approval not required as presented.
Very good. Harry, do you have any questions?
No, if I'm understanding it correctly, it seems pretty straightforward.
It's not buildable, and it's,
It's consistent with
A&R.
81P, so.
right, pretty straightforward. Any other questions?
Just, can somebody just point out exactly what's the new lot? Is it lot 1?
It would be parcel 3 on that.
It's parcel 3,
Parcel
thank
three,
you.
It's the dog
Thank
leg
you,
or
I'm sitting here
whatever,
looking
yeah.
at it and I'm obviously in the wrong place. Okay, good. I'm good.
So there's zero frontage and, right, that's the whole,
Yeah,
yeah.
correct.
Okay. Great. Well, because
Mr. Chairman, can I
Yes.
ask why it's non-buildable?
it's landlocked, right?
Correct.
Well, I see part of Lady Slipper Lane, touching a little bit of it in the lower left-hand corner. So it looks like there's,
But that doesn't exist yet. That's a paper road, right? Or what do you call it?
It was approved through the subdivision control process. It is unconstructed. It hasn't been used. As well as there is a strip of property that is owned by Harwich Conservation Trust that runs between Lady Slipper Lane and this particular property. It's difficult to see based on the scale of the plan.
But that still wouldn't be 100, what is it, 140 feet?
No,
150 feet of
150 feet.
frontage.
You wouldn't have that anyway, right? I mean.
correct.
Right.
Correct.
So that just, if I
my
may,
only question are there any interests or parties out there that might contest this sometime in the future, or is everybody good with this?
I wouldn't anticipate, because the letter of authorization from Ms. Miller, who owns the property, is conveying it to the Harwich Conservation Trust.
Okay, thank you.
Mary?
so my question was, I'm assuming that when you take a deed, you automatically put a conservation restriction on your property, or do you leave it open?
We, on selected properties, usually in batches,
Okay.
we'll put an overlay protection, sometimes a charitable trust,
Okay,
sometimes another overlay protection like a conservation restriction. So that will be at a future date.
okay. Because I'm assuming with you're saying that there's a strip of land, almost like the, what I guess would be to the north of Lady Slipper Lane, between Lady Slipper Lane and Parcel 3?
That is correct, but that is in ownership already of Lot 3 on Lady Slipper Lane, which is currently owned by Harwich Conservation Trust.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I see Lot 3 as opposed to Parcel 3.
So it makes
Got
it, so it makes it moot.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep. Thank you, I'm all set.
So this is a meeting, not a hearing. I don't think we need to close anything, right?
Correct.
So I'd entertain a motion to approve the A and R as written.
To endorse.
Endorse, excuse me, endorse the A and R.
So
Thank you, Mr. Sheriff, sorry.
Thank you.
So I move that the planning board endorse the A&R plan as presented by Harwich Conservation Trust in PB 2024-16.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Let's go for our vote. Emily Brody,
Liberty, aye.
Mary Maslowski,
Mayor Maslowski, aye.
Harry Bunz,
Aye.
Duncan Berry, aye.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
You too.
Do you have the Mylar that you want us to sign?
Great.
Thank you all.
Had it around this way for a reason.
Oh, great. Sorry. Emily.
Here's the 11.
We might make a record.
Harry, will you be able to, are you on Cape or off Cape?
I'm on Cape without transportation, and I'll be gone by Saturday. But I hope to be mobile again either Thursday or Friday. So I can come in for a signature if that's what you're asking.
Yes. If you could, that would be great.
Thank you, Harry, that's awesome. We now move on to the approval of the draft minutes from the 2nd and the 7th of May.
I move that we approve the meeting minutes of May 2nd, 2024 and May 7th, 2024, as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call vote. Emily Brody,
Emily Brady, aye.
Mary Maslowski,
Mary Maslowski, aye.
Harry Munns,
Aye.
Duncan Berry, aye. Motion carries unanimously. So we have an update from the planning department.
Yay.
Several updates. So, and I had a little kind of a teaser taste of that, what we're getting here this evening, so.
All right, well, just really quick on several of our comprehensive plans that are going on. For the local comprehensive plan, we did 2 community engagement meetings. The consultants have put together all of the information in public feedback from both those sessions, as well as a survey which had close to 1,000 responses. So they just sent the local committee documents to review by subject matter. As they're reviewing them this summer, it's anticipated that the local comprehensive committee will be evaluating them and starting to draft goals, objectives, and strategies for the town. We will work on that over the summer, and hopefully by the end of August, September, we will make the rounds to the various town boards and department head staff, just to make sure that any draft documents are given to various boards and committees to ensure that that the goals and objectives are in line with a lot of the town's policies, as well as the missions of each of the various boards and committees within the town. So that's for the local comprehensive plan. The housing production plan is continuing to work on goals and objectives right now. 2 months ago, we did finish the housing needs assessment portion of the housing production plan. So as we're moving forward, I just wanted to give you an update on that. And the open space and recreation plan, the survey for that plan is still open, and we are doing a community engagement meeting on Wednesday, June 26th, over in the Griffin Room from 4 to 6. So I would encourage anyone who's interested in open space and recreation to please come and join us. It would be great to have you. I will be posting more information on the town's website tomorrow morning, so regarding that community engagement meeting. And the hazard mitigation plan, we have had 2 meetings so far, and we will continue to meet once a month. And when we start to do community engagement and outreach, I will be sure to let this board know, as well as other town boards and committees as well. So, Mr. Chair, thank you for your time.
Thank you. This is great to have all this activity now, because this is going to bring us up to speed for material that we're, 6 years out of date for some of this material. So thank you very much for keeping this up. Yeah.
So yeah, I just had one question. What is the target date for completion? Do you have one yet?
For the
For
local
LCP
comprehensive
or-
plan,
Yeah.
by next town meeting,
Okay.
2025.
Okay, for
And
annual.
because it does have to be adopted at
Right.
town meeting, and we are looking to have endorsements from both the planning board and the select board as well. So.
And then are the others
The
after
others
that?
will be prior to that.
Okay,
Well,
great.
the The housing production plan and the open space and recreation plan should be completed prior to the local comprehensive plan. The hazard mitigation plan will be, we're trying to hit a target of same time, May of 2025.
Okay, great.
It's
Thank
a
you for
pretty
that.
aggressive schedule, so.
It's a
would
very
think
tight
so.
schedule to get it done,
Yes.
which is, you know, what I was at, why I was asking, because that's a speedy timeline for it.
Well, the hazard mitigation plan, because it expired in 2022 and there was a delay with state funding, it is part of our, the National Flood Insurance
I know.
Program, so
Right.
the town can get, does not want to risk its
agree.
eligibility to participate in that, and to participate, you need to have an active hazard mitigation plan. So, that's why we're looking to have that, complete by May 1st of next year.
Great. Thank you.
Quick question,
please.
just, you mentioned that the open space and recreation survey was still open. Is that linked to from the homepage of the,
It is,
website?
and let me double check,
Okay.
and I will send out a link to everyone
That'd
as
be great.
well. I know where there has been some conversion from the old website and they're rolling out the new website. I need to double check that.
Okay.
I haven't checked those links in a while,
be
so I'll
great.
make sure that they're active.
awesome. And then on the, you mentioned that the consultant has kind of synthesized the feedback.
Mhm.
And I know you said, I think, coming back to us in September. Is there a way that we could get a preview of some of the,
Yes, once the,
Information.
local comprehensive planning committee, has sort of gone through the first, set of edits, once the consultant comes back with some rewrites, I will, absolutely share that with the planning board.
Great.
And just so that you're kind of in step with any of the progress or any of the, milestones that, we're achieving, if
Right.
you will.
Great.
So any progress, happy to share. And if anyone has any questions in terms of meetings or comments, please, we welcome any feedback or input, especially from the planning board as well, so.
awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Harry, any comments, questions, criticisms, rebarbative remarks?
All I would say is that it's encouraging to see that this work is being done, because all too often these reports and analyses answer questions, and when the question comes up and the answer is, well, we don't have anything, we haven't done this for 10 years or 5 years or something like that, it's like not having an answer. So this is very important work.
Amen. Well, I think we set a land speed record this evening. 22 minutes, or actually 20 minutes if you look at the, we got going at 6:32. So if there's no further business before the board,
I would move that we adjourn.
Second,
all in favor, well, we'll vote. Emily Brody,
Liberty Eye.
Mary
Mary
Maslowski,
Maslowski, aye.
Harry Munns,
Aye.
Duncan Berry, aye. Thank you, one and all.
Thank
We'll see you on the
all.
25th at 6:30. And
All right, see you next time, folks.
look forward to it. Hope all's well.
Thanks, Harry.
And I'm gonna just put this back in my slot because there's no sense of putting up the 481 stuff for next meeting.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm
be,
just gonna leave it,
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, please do.
because otherwise it will never find its way back here. I'd
right?
like to think that it would,
Yeah,
but I know better.
thank you all, and I will follow up with everyone relative to meetings. I do know that the applicants are eager to move forward with their project, so,
Right.
and we do need a minimum of 5, so,
Special permit.
yes.
Will we recruit anybody? I know, who wants,